Steph Curry, he's also great with three-point shots. So what a three-point shot is when you are shooting the ball from a good distance away from the basket. I don't remember exactly, maybe let's say 30 feet away, or beyond. That's considered a three-point shot. Anything closer to that is a two-point shot. And of course, making a three-point shot is a lot more difficult than making a two-point shot. So this is what Curry's doing right now. He's shooting a three-point shot on LeBron James, which is quite impressive. But anyways, Steph Curry was not always that great. Steph Curry was not always that proficient with his shot. There was a point in time when he was a kid, as you see in the image on the right. That's his dad, Del Curry, who was also an NBA player, also phenomenal three-point shooter as well. And his dad, Del Curry, taught his son, Stephen Curry, how to play basketball, how to shoot the three ball. And now imagine Del Curry as his coach, his first coach. And imagine the mindset that his dad must have had when teaching his son how to play. What we're going to do is we're going to compare two different mindsets. We're going to compare two different mindsets of his dad, Del Curry. So mindset one is a mindset called works. Mindset two is a mindset called grace. So with the works mindset, Del Curry would say, son, I'm a great basketball player. You're not going to embarrass me. It's either you're great or you're not great. It's either you got it or you don't got it. I'm going to give you this ball to shoot it. If you miss one shot, I'm not coaching you anymore. That's it. You can become a cook. You can become a chef. You can become anything else but a basketball player. You got one shot. And if you only miss the shot, that's it. That's mindset number one. All works. Mindset number two is the grace mindset that says, and this is the dad now, Del Curry, with the grace mindset. He says, son, you're going to miss some shots. You're probably going to miss a lot of shots. But don't get down on yourself when you miss the shots, because when you miss the shot, I'm going to get the rebound. I'm going to pass you the ball again so you can shoot again. And you keep on shooting the ball until you make it. That's the grace mindset. Now, that's from the perspective of the dad. Now let's jump into Steph Curry's shoes. Right? In this example, the dad represents God and Steph Curry represents us. Now let's jump into Steph Curry's shoes for a moment. Now, in the work-based scenario, the work-based mindset, where if he misses one shot, he's out. What do you think that does to Curry as a kid? What do you think that does to him? Now, he's going to be afraid to shoot. He's going to have a hit on his confidence. He's not going to feel confident. He's not going to feel bold or courageous. He's not going to be zealous to even play the game. Now he is more stressed out than anything else, and so stressed out that he's afraid to shoot. Why? Because he doesn't want to miss. He doesn't want to mess up. So what happens? He doesn't shoot the ball. And what does that lead to? As the years progress, he doesn't become that great basketball player that we know him to be, because he never took the shot, right? He gave up. Now, on the other hand, with the great scenario, where his dad says to him, listen, son, you're going to miss a whole lot of shots, but it's all about taking those shots. And when you miss, I'll give you the rebound so you can shoot again. Guess what happens now? Now Curry has confidence and he has joy, and now he has faith to take that shot. And even if he misses, he knows it's not the end of the world. My dad's going to pass me the ball again. I get to shoot again. And then here's the beauty of it. The more he shoots, the better he gets. The more shots he takes, the more efficient, the more effective, the more accurate, the more proficient he becomes, because he's able to put more shots up. Right? That is the beauty of grace, where grace is more than a just in case. It's more than a, just in case you mess up, here you have grace. Grace goes far beyond that, in that it empowers you. So we see that when Curry, and of course that's what his dad did. His dad had the grace mindset. His dad knew that he would miss a whole lot of shots. And Curry now in the NBA, he misses a lot of shots. He makes a lot of shots, but he also misses a whole lot of shots. his shooting percentage is a little over 50%, maybe 51, maybe 53 in a good year. His best year, about 53%. What did that mean? It meant that for every shot he made, he missed one. But if you compare that to the other players in the NBA, their percentage isn't that high. It's nowhere near 50%. It's like 20%, 30%, 40% for the really good shooters out there. But Curry's up there at 50%. So the point is that though he is so proficient, he still misses about half the time. But that is the power of grace, where grace empowers you to even take the shot in the first place. So we shouldn't have the mindset that God, you think Jesus died just to give you a just in case? You think he died just to give you insurance? Like, go drive the car. Another analogy would be this, people believe that Jesus died to give them insurance, right? A just in case. So here you got the insurance on the car, go drive the car, just in case you crash, you're good. But grace is more than that, because that insurance, it gives you a level of confidence to even drive in the first place, right? It gives you, someone who's driving and they don't have insurance in their car, they're going to be hesitant to drive. There's certain places they wouldn't drive to. They'll take an Uber, they'll take a bus, they'll take other modes of transportation. But when they realize that their car is insured, it empowers them to get behind the wheel. It empowers them to take that step. It empowers them to do whatever it is that they desire to do. And likewise, that's what the grace of God is there to do for us. It is there to empower us to please the Lord. It is there to empower us to do what God has called us to do. God gave us a high standard. He said, be holy, for I'm holy. Be perfect, for I am perfect. That's scary. But without grace, we would never try. There's a friend of mine that, she was communicating interest and gave her life to Christ, communicating interest to, really live for God. But then when it came to being baptized and making that commitment that I am going to serve the Lord for the rest of my life, her fear was, what if I mess up? What if I fail God? What if I go back on my promise to the Lord? And as a result of that, what if, he wasn't willing to take that step, because her mindset was, what if I fail? What if I sin? What if I fall short of the glory of God? What if? But what she needed was an understanding of the grace of God. And when you understand the grace of God, you're not worrying about, what if I fall? What if I make a mistake? What if I fall short of the glory of God? You're not worrying about those things. You're empowered to even, step out on the battlefield. You're empowered to even, begin to run the race that God has set before you. You're empowered to even start doing what God has called you to do, because that's what grace is doing. It's empowering you. It's strengthening you. It's enabling you. It's giving you that level of confidence to start and to begin and to press. This is an analogy I like to use to, communicate the grace of God. It empowers you. And this is how it works in our walk with Christ, where in the beginning of our walk, there's certain things we would have fallen to, certain temptations we would have yielded to, certain areas that we would have fallen short of God's glory. But as time progresses, the things that we used to yield to, as time goes on, we won't yield to those same things. The temptations that were stumbling blocks before us in the past, the time will come in the future when those things are no longer stumbling blocks in our lives anymore. But our responsibility is to, by faith, remain on the potter's wheel and allow the Lord to complete the work that he has started in our lives.